Hello crafters! This is Suzanne from A Creative Muse, and I'm here with some more goodies from Simon Hurley. In this video, you'll see some holiday stamps and dies. But before I show you all of the goodies from Simon Hurley, Kit Club is available. I'll link my Kit Club video here. Okay, crafters, let's get into this video taking a look at Simon's holiday goodies and more. Let's get started. And crafters, before I forget to mention this, Spellbinders has a digital magazine for the favorites of all these Spellbinders makers, okay? You can click through the digital magazine. I'll put a link for that below. Crafters, I'm detailing and linking everything I'm showing you in the video. Plus, I'm giving you a link to that digital magazine and a link to their new holiday gift guide. Thumbs up. In this video, I'm going to be showing you two releases, but they're both Simon Hurley. There is the Season's Greetings collection, and then there are these two stamp sets that also come with coordinating die. So this is an optional purchase. I will detail and link the different ways of buying this, and you can probably also bundle this. You can bundle all of this too, and when you bundle, you get a special discount. Plus, crafters, have you watched my exclusive video with my favorites? I'll link it here. So you can get 10% off Spellbinders branded products. Even though this is all Simon Hurley, this is considered the Spellbinders branded. This would be Ranger, so I don't think the 10% would apply here. You get 10% off Spellbinders branded products with the code Suzanne10. Yay! So add that to all your goodies. I made a few cards, I made some tags. Let's have some fun and just look at what I did with everything here pretty much. Just having tons of fun. And I'll also give you a look at Simon's Stellar ink. He had previously released a whole set of them, around 10 or 12. And now he sent me some more. Isn't he a sweetheart? Plus he also sent me the re-inkers. Isn't that fabulous? This ink is like a marriage between Altenew Fresh Dye ink and pigment ink. It is fabulous. Blends well too. Stamps like a pigment ink. Really crisp. I love that. All right, let's take a look at Season's Greetings first. Then we'll go into the stamp and die sets. The two main die sets for Season's Greetings is Ski Lodge dies and Hit the Slopes. Ski Lodge is just so sweet. I'll give you measurements on the completed cards, okay? This gives you the background, or you can use it by itself in terms of the ski lodge. And then you could have the slopes behind. You could have either boy or girl. There are three different positions with this. There is skiing, snowboarding. You have the little, I can't remember what they're called, poles, boots, their arms. I did have to put little notes because these are small dies. Just use your tweezer or pickup tool to work with this. And then the ski lodge. This is so fabulous. Crafters, there are diagrams for this. You go on the product page at Spellbinders, go through all the pictures. Near the end of the pictures, you'll see this. I normally print either from my phone or take a screenshot and then print. When I do the screenshot with my computer, this becomes much larger. When I use my phone like I did here, is this size. I just print that page because if you print everything, you're going to get like 13 pages. So don't do it that way. Choose page 2. That gives you this. So you see here all the layers of the different skiers when they're hitting the slopes. And then Ski Lodge. So fun. There is also Better Press. And it's called Season's Greetings Sentiments Press Plate and Die. Press or Glimmer die cut once. I did use all of these sentiments on my cards here. Maybe just one of them had to use Yana for it because the Ski Lodge just looks so elegant. So I had to bring it on. And then there's also a 3D embossing folder with the slopes. You could use this all year round too. I mean, I can see this just as a pattern. You could use it for birthday. I think like this. That would be fun too. This is called, I don't have the name here. I forgot to write the name, crafters. It is 5.5 inch wide, 8.5 inch tall. You'll use the universal plate system for this. Let's take a look at my Season's card first. First up, crafters, here are two versions of the Ski Lodge dies. So pretty. This is made as intended with the whole porch and everything. This one, I didn't use that detail. I just changed the colorway. I just wanted to make a second one. So you can have fun, mix, match, and play within this set. Fully assembled as intended with the porch and the snow. You're looking at 3 3/4 inch by 3.5. You're seeing some smoke here. That I just fussy cut with my 9-inch Pro Shears. It's not in here, but I just thought it's nighttime, it's snowing. Wouldn't you have the fireplace going? And the colorway you're seeing here is a combination of color wheel cardstock and essential. This is essential cardstock, sage and forest. Here is poppy. The gray here, I forgot the name. My mind just went blank, but it is color wheel cardstock as well. I'll link my color wheel video here if you want to see more on the new 48 colors. But as you can see on both cards, I decided to make it a night sky. This is a A6, 4.5, 6.25 inch. This is a A2. On my second card here, I just took out these layers here, but I think it still gives you the look and put more snow in the front and snow in the back. What you're seeing with the different snows, this is pop-up glitter foam, and then this is treasured cardstock. Treasured cardstock is an assorted pack of specialty cardstock, 15 full-size sheets, 5 styles, 3 sheets each. Glitter metallic, matte metallic, brush metallic, what I have here for the snow, mirror metallic, and pearl. So I put the snow with that one, okay? I could have also used this, but it would have changed the look because I did do gold bulbs. The gold lights, I'm using brush gold cardstock. That's a separate pack of specialty cardstock. That's 10 sheets full size. Now the pop-up glitter foam in white, you can either get the black and white pack or just all white only. It will be 10 sheets of pop-up glitter foam, and it is also full size, 8.5 by 11, okay? So just have fun, mix, match, and play with all this goodness. Let's talk about this card first. So for card number 1, I really contained the whole scene by using a fabulous new foundation die. This one is called Linear Touch Rectangles and Tag Dies. This is so fabulous. This is from the Happier Hour collection. Love, love, love. It's a good rectangle A2 die. 4.25, 5.5 inch for this outer layer. Then you get this inner layer, which is your matting detail, what you see popped up here, then another layer and another layer. You can choose to not use this second layer and just have it as a frame solid like what I did here, or have it as a full frame where this is a frame that's about a little bit over 1/4 inch, which is perfect for your 1/4 inch foam tape. That's why I love this type of styling too when they give you these two pieces. Spellbinders gives you that width, so you don't have to be cutting little microscopic pieces of foam if you wanted to turn this into a shaker, something like that. Here I'm using indigo color wheel cardstock. On this second layer, I did bring on splatter white and did a lot of splatter. I love the snow effect. I assembled the ski lodge first, attach it here, and then did the splatter so I could get the snow on all the layers. Love that. And for the sentiment, I'm using the Season's Greetings Sentiments press plate and die. Here it says Season's Greetings, the title of the whole collection. Love, love, love. Great job, Simon. Simon, did I tell you great job? Love this. This is a collection that's the From Our Home to Your style cards. Even for folks at work, I love this. Such a fun A2 card. Okay, crafters, so for card number 2, I have Ski Lodge. Here I'm using a lot more of the tree. And I love the little chimney with the detail. I love the door with the detail. Here's a little window. Love all of these layers. Put this layer, you put the roof on top. You put the snow in the back of both of them, okay? That's how you layer it. I did make the mistake on putting the snow on the top. It looks strange, so don't do it. Had to start the card over. And then down here at the bottom, that's that layer, and then this goes on top of there, okay? Here are the lights. I had cut this wrong too. This piece is the one that you want to use. That's supposed to be the bulb, and then that's for the string, okay? I did it the reverse way. I wasn't sure. And here are the little steps with the layering piece, okay? For the sentiment here, I am using from Yana's City Holiday collection. I'll link the video here. Love that. That's a beautiful collection. I'm using her elegant Christmas cheer sentiments press plate and die. And as you can see on this card, I'm using Season's Greetings From Our Home to Yours. You simply press or glimmer and then die cut out with the coordinating sentiments. I love this because look how nice and big it is. It still fits on an A2 card though, but I wanted to fill up the sky. For the night sky you see here, I started out with Breezy color wheel cardstock, the light blue. Then came on with Simon's new ink. For this card, I used his Stellar ink in these 3 colors. Clear Skies, Black Widow, Midnight Snack. The Black Widow is similar to Black Soot Distress ink. Love this Midnight Snack. Love the darker color. This is right here. Just a light little touch of the Clear Skies. So this was previously released, but I wanted to have a dark blue sky. But he did send me the other colors too. Crafters. Fabulous. Fabulous. I tell you, Altenew Fresh Dye ink and pigment together. Love. It's a foam ink pad, but not crazy, crazy, crazy juicy like Catherine Pooler, which I do have. And how many times have I told you I use it? I do have it though, but not a lot of it. Hers is like super juicy. So it depends on what you want. This gives you the blendability of Altenew Fresh Dye ink, but stamps sentiments like this, like pigment. Thumbs up, especially with a stamp. Love, 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 love that. I haven't tried to use it on my Better Press yet. I need to do that and see how that works. That might be interesting. Up next, crafters, here is card number 3. Look at my little snow border. On the picture here, you see the snow border as a guy. I just added that little hair right here and turned her into a girl. So the hair is here, that's the face. So boy or girl, and then the little goggles. It's just such a cute set. And I did a little outfit. This is all color wheel cardstock. Here again, I'm using pop-up glitter foam in white for the powdery snow. For the angle that I cut it at, I'm using my 9-inch Pro Shears. Love, 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 love my Spellbinder scissors. But for the shape, I'm using the foundation die. So I just put a piece in here, cut it out, get the edging done properly so I didn't have to use a trimmer, and then came in with my scissors and just cut the slope. And look how it gives a nice slope as if I was using a die, right? And I did put this front layer because this was so high and she was so small. So I just added another layer here. Love that pop-up detail. And I did make this a top folding shaped card. You just put a 1/2-inch score line in the back and then glue the tops together. And then for the sentiment, I'm using Skeezen's Greeting Sentiments, press blade and die. Here is pressed out on porcelain cotton card with black Better Press ink. To finish off my card, which is a very clean card actually, I came into these 2 fabulous foundation dies. Perfect Touch Arches and Tag. Love. Largest die in here is an A2, comes in 6 more times to a tag, and then this oldie but goodie, which works perfectly with this, Essential Arches. This one is 16 dies. Largest die is an A2 as well. Comes in all the way 15 more times to that. So I came in number 3 here for that layer because I wanted a nice frame with this, okay? So this gives me the detail of the stitch on the outside. This gives me the very clean layer. Now I had a lot of space here. So what I came in just to fill it up and also to give it a nice color, I decided to give this one a try. Simon Stellar Ink in Iced Out. Now I wasn't sure if it was going to be aqua or green. It can morph into either being minty or to be like that light turquoisey bluey aqua. It does morph both ways and you can mix it too. And the reason I brought this is because I had her here with Seaside and Waterfall color wheel cardstock. So I used it here in an arch shape, left a little bit of white here just for her, and then put the sentiment there. I think this is fabulous. Look how gorgeous this is. It is getting darker, but wow, right? So pretty. So that's called Iced Out. I did pick this as well because it is iced out. I thought the name was interesting. Maybe it would give me a snow cold look. I think that's so pretty. Love, 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 love. Fabulous foundation dies brought this whole card together. I always say trust your foundation dies to help you finish a card because this image is so small. That sentiment is actually not that big either, but I wanted to fill up an A2. Foundation die got me there. Up next, crafters, here's a 5x7 card with all 3 skiers. Plus, I'm using the entire Skeezen's Greetings collection. I have hit the slopes for all 3 of them. I did a guy, 2 girls. The cardstock colors you're seeing here for the skiers, this is color wheel. For the trees, I'm using Forest Essential cardstock, the older Spellbinders cardstock. Still loving it. I like the dark green. You can also ink blend on Peridot or Rainforest to get to this. Or Fern as well. Use a sprucey color. You'll get to this, but you just have to blend. I didn't want to blend. So I just use the cardstock. I think it's so fun. I love the trees. So the trees are from Ski Lodge. She is 1 3/4 of an inch tall. The width with the skis on, roughly 2 inches. So they're pretty small. Small enough, but you can still see them as an accent. Great for little tags too. Great for your mini album if you will have a page where everybody's out at the slopes and you still want to add a little die cut element. That's what I would do with this if I was making a mini album. I'd have it there with the photograph and all of that. Just having fun. But really, really fun set. Print out the diagram so you know where everything goes, okay? Ski Lodge, like I said, for the tree. Sentiment. Now this time, because I have 3 of them, I did 3 sentiments. Here you're seeing porcelain cotton card with Thunder Better Press ink. You're so cool, dashing through the snow, sending warm hugs. So that's how I did it. I thought that was kind of cute. Just to fill it up too, and I thought mix, match, and play between the sentiments and see, and that's what I came up with. Now for the background, now you're seeing the 3D embossing folder. Love, Up here, you're also seeing Simon's inks having fun again. For this one, I'm using Midnight Snack, High Tide in the middle, and also 100% juice. Purple over here. I think I did put a touch of the ice out in here as well, okay? So I'm using a bunch of his ink. So you can stamp, blend, and watercolor. Love, love, love. He also has some blending brushes to go along with this. A special kind too. It has a nice little shape. I showed you it before, but I didn't bring it with me, okay? So super cute. Look at this card. And then I finished it off with some opal gems. So this is with the whole collection. Now let's take a closer look at these new Stellar ink before I go into the stamp and die set. Crafters, Simon was so kind to send me all these goodies. When I get a package that has that Ranger all over the front of it, I know is Simon sending me something fantastic. This is so beautiful. Look at this. The ice out again. Loch Ness. Look at that color. Pretty. Tropical Tango. Ivy League. Love that. Here are two. This is like a coral. Cupid Stupid. Love Bomb. I need to make swatches of this. Cookie Dough. Love Cookie Dough. This is like a light taupey style color. Very pretty. Can be used for skin tone too. Check Engine. That's your orange. Deep orange. Slippery When Wet. We already know that one. That's your beautiful yellow. Crown Me and Pampas for the purples. And Shady. Now his previously released colors, which I probably shouldn't mix up. Black Widow and Shady, black, dark gray. What I used before here, Clear Skies, High Tide, 100% juice, Midnight Snack. There's even more goodies. There's about 24 inks here, crafters. Later Gator, 4. Look at that. Oh, I think that's like the golf course, 4, right? That's funny, Simon. And then Bee Sting for the red. Look at Prom Queen. Love the pink in Prom Queen. If you have his previously released inks, which I have a lot of them as well, and he did not send those to me. I bought a lot of them too. Game Over is my favorite, so I'm waiting for Game Over to come in this. Game Over is darker than this. If you want a really dark, deep red, I always go to Game Over, okay? I'm waiting to see if he comes out with Stellar ink in Game Over, because that color, thumbs way up. You can get a deep, rich, dark red, burgundy red. It's a very pretty color when you want to make something like elegant and dark and beautiful. Yeah, love it, love it, love it. Then there is Weeping Willow, dark brown, guppy, orange, and Shooting Star yellow. So these are the older inks. I'm keeping them in my Totally Tiffany for now. I packed up a bunch of stuff. I am getting there, crafters, getting there. Slowly, but getting there. Then I have to do my floor. Then I have to paint. Oh my, and guess what? The initial plan was do the craft room, build it out. I'm adding flooring to it, ripping out the carpet, painting the walls because I want pink in my craft room. I'm going with all the things that are going to make me like super happy in there. I didn't realize until this whole process that, boy, it would have been nice if you had made the room really what you wanted in the first place. And I wasn't doing it that way because when I fell into crafting, it was just always just crafting. I always stayed here on my craft mat doing stuff and then everything else was just packed away. Now it's like, oh, I can make the whole thing pleasing. I know. 15 years later, right? It's crazy. I know. Since I'm doing the craft room, now it's turning into less paint everywhere in the house. Did my son's room. It's about this color, charcoal, that type of thing. So his room is actually going faster than mine. I painted it. We're going to do some other things in there, all sorts of fun. And then Gina, she wants blue. I think she wants the blue because of her swimming. I picked out a bunch of paint chips and the one she went with was the one that looks like the ocean. So it's an aqua color. Very, very pretty. All right, now let's go into the stamp and die set, crafters. Let's look at the fun here. So craft room is coming along, but still coming along. I need to purge more. This stamp set is called Christmas Hugs. Look at the snowman. You're looking at 3 3/4 of an inch tall by around 2.5 inch wide. So there's a snowman, Santa, penguin, and a cute little reindeer. And all of these are fun images. So super fun. Love the sizing on this. I ended up making tags. I did make one card, but I thought this is perfect for tags. This is also perfect for you to stamp and also craft with your kids. Kids can enjoy playing with this. They can color it in. Depending on the paper you use, they can use their crayons, color pencils. They can also use your alcohol markers. I use my Copic markers. Nobody touches my Copic markers except me, okay? That's just way too expensive to go there. Just to be honest with you, no. They can play with my Olo markers if they want, but they're not touching my Copics. No. Just way too much. It also comes with sentiments and also all these little bits. The coordinating die. Here is what it cuts out, the 4 characters and then some of the bits. It does not cut out the sentiments, okay? Second set is called Ho Ho Ho. You get this fun Christmas tree, and I love this string drawing. See how Santa's beard is like a continuing string, like a maze? So fun. And then here is Santa with the sleigh and 2 reindeer. This little snowflake, that's fun too, again with the string connecting all 3 snowflakes. It's like how you start a maze, right? This is the starting position and then you end. Really fun. So it's like 4 of those images that's pencil running along or something. Really fun though, Simon. I love that styling. And there's some sentiments here. Now it does cut out some of the sentiments too. As a matter of fact, it looks like it's all of them. And also those 4 images as well. Let's start off with Christmas hugs because I love the fun of Christmas hugs. And these are 6x9" high quality photopolymer stamps, okay? Very large stamp set, but just timeless. You can use them every single year. You can stamp, heat emboss, or just stamp. Here I stamped and colored with my Copic marker. Look at my little snowman here as an ornament. This is about 300-pound cardstock. 2 pieces of 110-pound because I have the coordinating die, so I just cut it out 3 times. And then Hammermill cardstock colored with Copic marker. So you can use your Hammermill cardstock for glimmering, coloring with your alcohol markers. I think you can even press it, but I like to use cotton card. That's just me. I'm really into cotton card because I want it to be super crisp when I press. Look how it's stamped out so well. I did bring out glitter for all 3 of these images that I made. Here I'm using Tim Holtz Clear Rock Candy. This is an old bottle. His new bottle looks like this. So I'll just put a general link for Clear Rock Candy. You'll see both styles. This is the fine, the original, and this is the new chunky. So if you are going to get it like this, make sure that you read which one you're getting. This one is a bigger piece and it's just a little different. If you want to have the fine detail, this is the one you want to go for, okay? Or get both because the bottles are just fabulous. But it'll say chunky glitter on it. And then this would just say rock candy, but it'll be in this style bottle. It's just I've had this 15 years now. But isn't this fun? And then I used my crocodile, punched it through, put an eyelet, and then tied some ribbon, pulled it through here, and also tied here to put it on the tree. I think that's fun. So the kids can color this, decorate their tree. If you have them decorate their own tree, they can do all 3 images right here. Fun. Up next, I made a card featuring Christmas hugs. Look at the reindeer. Isn't that fun? With this one, I used both the Clear Rock Candy and also glossy accent on the nose and those cute little reindeer antlers. Here I have an A2 card base, and then I use a foundation die, layered up, which fit perfectly. Put my little guy in here. So this is a masculine card. It could also be a card for a little boy. I did put some gems here, but you don't have to put the gems, okay? I put some opal gems there, but you could just use splatter too. You could also use your jelly roll pen and do some dots if you want to do snow. I'm coming in with the nested tree frame die, largest die, which is this scallop detail, and I love how much space it leaves out here. 3.5 inch wide, 4.5 inch tall, and then it comes in 2 more times. I use this layer in black, that layer in green, okay? This is pomegranate, color wheel cardstock, and fern, and then here I stamped out and color with my Copic markers. And for the sentiment, "You're so cool," I'm using Skeezen's Greetings. Look how it fit perfectly right there. This is also a card that kids can make. They can die cut these layers, very easy to do, or you can prep that part and then they can color and pop this on, and then it's like, "You're so cool," and then on the inside to grandma, grandpa, etc. That would be fun, or to their favorite aunt or uncle. That'd be super cute because this is like sending a hug, right? Love. This is a fun set. And I think it does double duty by applying to those young at heart, or for you to make cards for those young at heart. If you want to make cards for your kids' classroom, or if you're a teacher, great idea. All right, lastly, here is a tag, and I forgot, crafters, to put my string through it. This is with the Ho Ho Ho. Look at Santa. See all the scroll detail? Love that. I used different shades of Copic marker. Then I came in with red up here, but it was looking flat to me, so I came in with my glossy accent. And if you want to apply glossy accent like this, where you don't see a bubble in sight, I'll link my video here. You just got to start and keep going. If it bleeds out, like this little piece, I did put glossy accent there. When it bleeds out onto his skin, crafters, you just take a pick, like a tool-in-one pick, and you keep cleaning it when it's wet around here. At first, I did rock candy glitter here. I just put a lot of Barely Art glue, sprinkle, sprinkle. When I had the sprinkle here, that was looking so flat, so I came in with a glossy accent. This little part needed it as well. So it was very hard to get it this thin. So when it would bleed out, I would just take the little pick and push it up, clean it off, push it up, and look how that dried. I also use glossy accents for his glasses. Now, for me, I love glossy accents. I can control this one better. I'm used to this. These bottles are like super old too, maybe 7 years old or even longer. The Nouveau one, I did buy that. I can't control it. I think it's too runny. So for this technique, this is the one to go with, glossy accents. And this is by Ranger as well, okay? Love, 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 love. But that just added fun detail here. Now to finish up the tag, I came into the gift tag, press plate and die. This is a fun one. So these you can press. Still haven't pressed them yet, but I love this little tag. The tag is just such a winner. 3.5 inch tall by 2 5/8 of an inch wide. This is symmetrical, meaning you can cut it twice, have it back to back, and is clean on both sides. I put the sentiment here in the back. There's no place like home for the holidays. You can also use your Jelly Roll pen in white to write on this. I think that is so fun. By doing it back to back, it gives a smooth surface here and a smooth surface here. I forgot to put a piece of twine. So crafters, here I have my Vivant ribbon. Lots of it. Definitely check out the velvet. I'm not going to put the velvet though, but I'm going to use their twine, okay? And Vivant, oh, I have this piece already cut. Vivant is Spellbinders luxury ribbon, twine, and cord. I could use this too. That's kind of fun, but I think I'm going to use the black one. It's ready to go. Seeing that I did not prepare properly. I could use the flashy too. So fun. And crafters, this whole box, I bought every bit of it. Spellbinders did send me this when it first released, but I still have some of that ribbon. But the twine and all that, I bought every bit of it. Love, love, love. It'll last you a long time. So I'm going to put a little bit here through my little tag. So this tag can go on gift bags. Again, you can make a ornament. You can also adhere it to your mini album, December Daily, to your scrapbook projects. This is great to have a little tag like so. Because this is so thick and then I have the 2-ply, I can pull it really nice and taut and cut that. Let me get my 9-inch pro shears. Let me not use my 9-inch pro shears. I'm going to use my detail scissors, Spellbinders detail scissors, because this is the one I used to cut fabric with, okay? Isn't Santa fun? Of course, he's more fun because I put all the shine here with the glossy accent and the glitter. I think this is just such a cute little tag. And it can be perfect on a card like so. You see? Fun, fun, fun. Okay, crafters, that is it for Simon's release. Isn't this fun? 2 fun releases together. Love Season's greetings. Great job, Simon. Love these Stampin' Dies. This is just fun, timeless goodies. Every single year you can pull out this set and have fun with these too. Crafters, everything will be detailed and linked below. Thanks so much for watching, and definitely check out Simon's Stellar ink. If you want to test it out, get one pad in your favorite color and you'll see, oh, Suzanne was right. This is a combination of fresh dye ink and pigment ink. Telling you, thumbs up. Take your time and get it, but at least get one of them just to try and see if you like it. And it does blend very, very well. Alrighty, crafters, until the next video. Again, thanks so much for watching. Until the next video, stay crafty, my friends. Bye!